everyone, it's Louise with Louise McCarrot, and welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you all being here, taking your time out of your day or night to watch me create. And I really do appreciate that because I know all of our time is very important. And while you're here, hopefully I'm going to share with you some things that'll help you in your creations. So with that said, I am doing a Lazy Susan today. And I have not checked to see if this is centered, so I'm not going to worry about it being balanced. But what I do, I always prep the back by taping it off, securing it in the middle. And I have a full start-to-finish tutorial linked above in video 312. And then I varnish the top, so there's a barrier between the wood and the creation. And I always have to take some time to get this centered right. Okay, so what I have here, I have my Glidden pillow. Now the Glidden, to me, acts the same as the Color to Go. It's much more spreadable. I don't even know if it's so much thinner, but it's more, I don't know what the word is. It flows a lot faster than the Multi-Pro. And I don't know if you all have noticed, but the Glidden, you may not even notice because you may not use it yet, or you may not use it at all. The Glidden is a whiter white than the Multi-Pro. I don't know if you can see, but the Glidden is a whiter white than the Multi-Pro. The Multi-Pro, it's got a little bit of a yellow, just a little hint of yellow in it. And that's my quality manager eyes coming out because it's hard to see, but it's definitely a different white than this Glidden. So that said, I'm going to lay my pillow down here. I'm going to lay my colors down. As I lay my colors down, I'll go over them. And yeah, let's just get started. I always feel better if I just dive right in. Then I get focused. Always add more. Better to start with less and keep your composition on the canvas or whatever you're working on versus putting down so much paint that it all just spins right off as you get developing it. So we're going to stay there because as I blow this out, it's also going to stretch out. So I'm going to give a bump of this Payne's Gray combination. This is my golden Payne's Gray with Artez's Payne's Gray. I'm also going to end with this color. And I'm going to finish this color off. Because I am very notorious for not using up all my color, and I am going to get better about that. Okay, this is Artez's Pearl Glacier Blue. Slap some of that down. Now, this is the same color palette I used for a commission piece. There was a tray that I may or may not have shown you already. I don't know. It depends on how things come together and how I decide to release tutorials out the door. Another bubble. This is TLP Hammerhead. Very blue palette. The person that was looking for the commission piece wanted very, very blue, neutral color to go with their kitchen and dining room. This is a complete mishmash of stuff. It started out as Modern Masters Teal, and then I added some Golden's Titan Green, and then I lightened it up from there with some, I think, Titanium White. And the tray came out really nice, and I haven't done a tray in a while. And just so you know, if you're new here, or even if you're not, I do have playlists. So if you go to my YouTube channel, the cover page, it'll have a section for playlists. You can see all the different types of things that I've made. So you can get an idea for the different color combinations I come up with. So this is Amsterdam's, I almost said amethyst, Amsterdam's bluish green. I love this color. And even though I added a little water to this, it's still acting thick. I'm just going to put down, not a ton. I already have a lot of blue represented in this. All right, now silver, and I did balance this out before I started, but I see it's running. This is Iridescent Silver by Glidden, and I'm almost at the end of this, but that's okay because I want to use this stuff up. Yes, this is straight iridescent silver. That's enough. And then my last bump of the Payne's Gray. A little heavy-handed on that one side right here. I might have to balance it over here a little bit. Let's use it all up. I'm so bad about not using my paints. And then I have to try to regurgitate them or reconstitute them. Regurgitate, not really. Okay, we're going to stay with this. Now, clear the decks, cell activator, cover everything up. Pop a couple of these bubbles that are acting up. My American Floetrol cell activator, titanium white, and oxide black. There's the white. Always stir it up before you use it. The black. And I am almost out of this stuff. And then I got my step stool over here. I'll be blowing it out from up above, and I have my Berta, my little 1000-watt hair dryer from Amazon. Oh. Okay, the white cell activator first, and then the black, and then we're going to blow it out on cool, high. In video 141, I linked above here, I show you in an 8-minute video how I mix it and the ingredients. Here's my white. And now my black. Here we go. So I've turned the volume down on the blow dryer, but I'm blowing this out at real time. I'm going to throw in here that if you want more details about the video, the pouring medium recipe, links to the items that I've purchased to create functional art, go to the description. So if you hit the title of this video, hit the drop down, the description will appear and it'll show you all the little links and information about this particular video in any videos of mine. I also have a 10% coupon code for the KS resin if you wanted to purchase some of that. Also, if you're new here and like what you see in this tutorial, consider subscribing by hitting the bell and all, leaving a comment and a thumbs up. I always get back to people with their comments and questions, and I'd really appreciate the support that way. But definitely check out the description box to answer some of your questions that are right there already. I've taken the time to add it there. Please take a look. All right. Let's see if I can blow this out a little bit. Here we go. Believe it or not, I actually trust my mouth blow more than my hairdryer blow. I'm going to throw in here that using your mouth in a blowout, your mouth is actually the tool, like a hairdryer. But for me, using my mouth, I have a lot more control over exactly what I'm doing with my lips and how much air I'm pushing out. And I find I have a lot more control in how I guide my blow around in the composition development. So just like working with a hairdryer or a palette knife or any other tool, your mouth is a tool. Think of it that way. I probably put a little too much cell activator down. I always do. You don't need much cell activator. Okay, so I'm going to stretch it now. Stretch the pillow out. Break up the surface tension here. I'll skip past a lot of this. All right. Inaugural spin is always nice and easy. That was even fast. You already got liftoff over here. All right, we're almost there. I don't want that rolling over itself. It's going to go off anyway, so I'm not too worried. A little more stretchy. Some spinning. So because there's always a lot of spinning in these Lazy Susans, I'm going to cut back on some of the spinning, but you won't miss anything that's important. Always watch your hands, because as you put your hand under the spinner, it gets paint on it, and you don't want to get it into the composition. And always watch your paper towels. Oh, that's nice and centered now. So I like to try to spin this out in such a way that it evenly blows out from the center. So I try to blow it out equally during the hairdryer part. And then as I'm spinning it, I want it all to just spin out uniformly as much as possible. The key, besides being patient and slow, well, patient, is, what is the key? What was the point I was going to make? So I'm going to share something personal here, and not all artists do all this, but I share with you a lot of tips and a lot of behind-the-scenes thought process. And I'm comfortable with that, because in the end, you still have to go out and do it for yourself. So I'm tilting this to shift the weight of the paint to that side where I want to get some of that negative space off. That's the key point. Oh, the key point is don't overblow. Because as soon as you start thinking, I need to go one more just to get it to stretch out a little bit more in that direction with a hairdryer, then you hit pillow. It happens every time, at least for me. I'm not going to do much to this. I don't think it needs much. It's just pretty. I think maybe we'll just have not much negative space at all. And you know what? Hey, once in a while, I guess that's okay. I'll check to see how much paint I have in the middle. Let me double check the middle. If you can see, it's pretty good. It's less than a 32nd of an inch. Yeah, I don't think I need to do much of anything to this. One more last hurrah. This is just a very soft. Okay, so I have full coverage. I'm calling this done. That's the fastest one yet. I'm going to do little tweaks here and there. I will clean up my bottoms and put this to bed, and I'll get you an overhead in a second. So everyone, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Here are the final resined results, and this came out beautifully. And once again, if you're new here and you did enjoy this, please subscribe, hit the bell and all. You'll get all my latest art tutorials. And I'm also offering to create personalized and customized tutorials geared toward answering your particular questions or problems. just reach out to me. My email is in the description box, but please use this if you are seriously interested in having a personalized tutorial. If you do have a general question and you email me with it, I will likely direct you back to the description. At the end here, I'm going to show some other examples of some of my Lazy Susans, plus my Lazy Susan playlist. So that's all for now, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next time.